Hello everyone, welcome to this series on cultural studies, and in this video we are going to discuss Alain Badiou. Introduction. Alain Badiou, born in 1937, is a towering figure in contemporary French philosophy. Renowned for his innovative and often controversial ideas, Badiou has made significant contributions to ontology, political theory, and the philosophy of mathematics. His work is characterized by a unique blend of rigorous mathematical formalism and a commitment to revolutionary politics. Among his numerous writings, two major volumes stand out: Being an Event and Logic of Worlds. These works, published 18 years apart, frame the principal oeuvre of Badiou and establish the foundations of his philosophical system. Major philosophical works. Being an Event, published in 1988, is Badiou's magnum opus. In this work, he outlines his ontology using the formal language of set theory. Badiou argues that being itself is fundamentally multiple and can be understood through the mathematical concept of sets. This work challenges traditional metaphysical notions of a unified, singular being by proposing that ontology must recognize endless multiplicity. Logics of Worlds, published in 2006, builds on the foundations laid in Being an Event. In this work, Badiou introduces topos theory to further elaborate his ideas on being and its manifestation in different worlds. Together, these two volumes constitute the core of Badiou's philosophical system, offering a comprehensive account of his views on being, truth, and the event. Key concepts and themes. Central to Badiou's philosophy is the relationship between ontology and mathematics. He uses mathematical frameworks, specifically set theory and topos theory, to articulate his ontology. For Badiou, philosophy does not produce truths, but rather axioms that can guide the pursuit of truth. Truths, according to Badiou, emerge from four generic procedures or conditions: science, the matheme; art, the poem; politics, emancipatory politics; and love, the disjunction of sexed positions. Another key concept in Badiou's philosophy is the event. An event for Badiou is a transformative occurrence that introduces something radically new into the social or natural order. Events are not merely changes but are revolutionary in nature, disrupting the status quo and creating new possibilities for thought and action. Philosophical influences and interlocutors. Badiou's work is deeply influenced by a range of philosophical figures. He positions this philosophy as a response to Martin Heidegger's poetic ontology. While Heidegger emphasizes the poetic and hermeneutic dimensions of being, Badiou proposes a mathematical ontology that seeks to break away from the metaphysical traditions Heidegger adheres to. From Jacques Lacan, Badiou adopts the task of rethinking the subject. Lacan's psychoanalytic theory provides a framework for Badiou's understanding of the subject as something that must be theorized anew in the context of contemporary philosophy. Badiou also draws inspiration from Plato, particularly in his suspicion of doxa or opinion, in contrast to the eternity of aletheia or truth. Like Plato, Badiou is concerned with the production of fixed axioms or truths that transcend mere opinion. Relationship with poetry and language. The relationship between philosophy and poetic language is a cornerstone of Badiou's work. In Being an Event, he contrasts his mathematical ontology with Heidegger's poetic approach. Badiou criticizes Heidegger's emphasis on language, poetry, and poets, arguing that a mathematical ontology offers a more rigorous and subtractive dimension of being. Despite his critique of poetic ontology, Badiou acknowledges the significant role of poetry in philosophical discourse. He highlights poets such as Mallarmé and Holdren, incorporating their works into his philosophical framework. In this way, Badiou offers a nuanced view that recognizes the importance of poetic language while maintaining a commitment to mathematical formalism, political involvement, and ideology. Badiou is not only a philosopher but also an active political figure. He has long been associated with Maoism and has been involved in leftist revolutionary activities since the 1960s. His political engagement is evident in his involvement with groups assisting undocumented workers in France. Despite his political militancy, Badiou maintains a strict separation between his political activities and his philosophical work. He rejects the notion of political philosophy and instead focuses on creating a philosophical model of the event that can account for revolutionary change without relying on traditional Marxist theories of historical dialectical prediction, events and subjectivity. In Badiou's ontology, events are pivotal. They are occurrences that introduce something new and transformative into society, challenging the existing order. An evental site is localizable within presentation but is neither presented nor presentable as such. It is supernumerary. The event calls for intervention and fidelity. Intervention is the process of recognizing an event, while fidelity is the process of adhering to it. Badiou's concept of the subject is also revolutionary. The subject is defined not as a substance or an empty point, but as any local configuration of a generic procedure on which a truth rests. This subject is rare and is always qualified by the generic procedure to which it belongs, whether it be scientific, artistic, political, or amorous. Criticisms and responses. Badiou's work has faced criticism, particularly regarding the moral implications of his emphasis on the event. Critics worry that his model of revolutionary change might describe undesirable changes as easily as desirable ones. In response, Badiou develops a typology of the subject in Logics of Worlds, distinguishing between the faithful, the reactive, and the obscure subjects according to their adherence to the four generic procedures. Influence and legacy. Badiou's influence extends beyond philosophy into cultural theory. His work on Saint Paul, for example, explores the topic of universality and has significant historiographical implications. Unlike some of his more abstract writings, Saint Paul combines accessibility with explicit theoretical systematization, making it a key text for understanding Badiou's ideas on universality and the event. So this was the discussion on the cultural critic Alain Badiou. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other topic. Until then, goodbye and thank you.